At first, people thought it was a new kind of dance until the girl took a step and sat at the window and looked back at the old men in the house who had abused her. She smiled, a grim smile with a free fall. The girl ended her life at the age of 19. At the beginning of the story, the girl was a talented dancer, but when a performance went wrong, she broke her ankle and lost her job. It was a huge blow to her career. Luckily, a good friend took her in just in time. This day at a new audition, she was confronted by Jerry, the owner of the theater. He knew that he had grown up on a farm. Jerry asked her to imitate a pig crawling on the ground as much as he wanted the job, but he didn't want to give up. Her love of dance gave her renewed courage. She planned to go to Jerry's address to get herself a chance, but as she asked the apartment receptionist for Jerry's room number and felt a wave of dizziness wash over her, she stumbled out of the apartment just as she was about to pass out. An elderly couple held her up and he was in bad shape. They took her home to recuperate. When Annie woke up the next day, the old woman greeted Annie with a warm welcome and sat her down. After learning of Annie's misfortune, they took only to the next room. It turned out that the large apartment belonged to the elderly couple. They told Annie that the apartment was hers if she wanted it. They would not charge her any rent. Annie was thrilled. She couldn't understand why they were being so nice to her. They said they were always willing to help. Annie wanted to say no, but then she thought about her current financial situation and the fact that Mr. Jerry lived here. She finally accepted their offer. Little did she know that this would be the beginning of a nightmare. After moving into the apartment, Annie found a dancing shoe while cleaning. The old lady said it must have been left behind by the previous tenant. She then invited Ernie to a dinner party at Jerry's tonight, but when she arrived, she realized it was just her and Jerry. The two of them spent the rest of the night having a nice conversation, but after Annie drank a glass of juice, the dizzying sensation of that day returned in her dream. She found herself lying on a huge stage, surrounded by dancers in suits, and Jerry was standing in front of her. The next moment, a colorful monster was crawling towards her. She woke up from her dream. She found herself in Jerry's room, and she knew exactly what had happened between them last night. The next moment, Annie was in for a surprise.